Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Wait for it. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Quite the difference today. Hope everyone can hear me and I'm coming through okay. I have tested the microphone recently, so it should sound fine. No idea how tonight is going to go. This is quite experimental, to say the least. So bear with us. Cool, thank you. Thank you. So now I'll give a quick rundown of everyone who's here. We'll have the players and the regular chat in there at the same time. So hello, Kimid Head, Coffee Level 239 of course. Made in the Sweatshop, nice to see you. It has been a while. Someday Writer, nice to see you. And I think that is everyone for now. Yes. Cool. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a strange one. When we get into it, if you need me to explain anything, I can before we get into it. However, once we're into it, I can't look at the chat. So the chat is going to go away. But if if donations are made or subscriptions are made or follows are made, I will read them all out at the end. I don't suspect many, but you never know. So if anything like that happens, all of that I will mention at the end. I'll do whatever at the end. Thank you, Made in the Sweatshop. So yeah, obviously we'll have a bit of a preamble beforehand. I have my dice because it's going to be a combination of using the Roll20 and me actually rolling dice, because it depends sometimes. If in doubt, kill them all. Fair enough. Hello, Typing Warrior. I will be actually using from this. This is Doors to Darkness. This is a book of several different, one-shots. The one-shot we are doing is all selected and all ready to go. Hopefully it should be fine. I think we may be one character down this evening. So we shall see how that goes without... We'll be using 4 characters instead of 5 by the looks of it. Certainly looks that way. Certainly looks that way. But yeah. And when we actually get into it, I'll have all the players introduce themselves. No idea what the fuck happened to my voice there. But they will introduce their characters at a story-appropriate moment. So yeah. Hopefully it'll go well. And I just realised I'm wearing my fucking Critical Role t-shirt. That was a complete accident. I did not mean to do that. I'm not trying to say anything here. That is just a coincidence. So yeah, anyway. Full RPG mode tonight, yeah. I need to move things out of the way. Also, I am not an expert on Call of Cthulhu. I just know what I know and what I've also learned within the last week. So do bear with me. Oh, good to know. That's good. But yeah, so do bear with us. This will be a more authentic version of the game, because you can go on YouTube and find highly, organized, full production value, costumes, actors, all of that stuff on YouTube. This is not that, obviously. This is going to be more of an accurate portrayal of what the game would be like if you were to pick it up and play with some friends, which I think is needed. You need both of those, because although I love, as you can see, I love things like Critical Role, absolutely love them. Yes, exactly. It kind of gives people the wrong impression that if their game is not like Critical Role or is not like any of the others that are online, then it's not a good game. And I think that's kind of bad. And I'm pretty sure Matthew Mercer himself would say that. Yes, exactly. So, yeah. So this is going to be more of an accurate portrayal of what the game should be like, certainly on your first playthrough. Once you've played it a few times, you get a lot better at it, So yeah, we shall see how many people we get. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea if this has attracted any new people, but you never know. If new people come into the chat, just inform them, because I am not able to watch the chat, sadly, and it's probably for the better. The players will not be watching the chat either, so don't bother trying to influence them. I would say, yeah, players out of the chat. Don't watch the stream, because the stream is going to be my screen, and my screen is very much a DM screen. So, yeah. You will see more than what the players are seeing, but you should get an idea of what's going on, There's a random question, Typing Warrior. I have not seen it. Oh yeah, that's why we got no music. Okay, cool. Right. Cool. That's fine. Zero thoughts, not seen it. Well, I don't really have any notes. It just means that there will be maps that are, for the players, obscured with a fog of war, but you'll be able to see more than what the players are seeing. It's just things like that. You'll also see things, you know, like tokens and extra bad guys. If indeed there are bad guys, there may not be bad guys. Who knows? It all depends on what happens. But I do hope you enjoy, and if you do enjoy, let me know. And like I said, anything that you want to talk about, once the game has started, mention it at the end. Or if we do require a break, I don't think we'll need a break, because it's going to be the usual amount of time. But once we actually get that far, yeah, just leave it to the end if you specifically want to ask me a question. Because yeah, I won't be able to see the chat. Or rather, I won't be able to respond to the chat. Let's put it that way, because it would break immersion quite significantly. I've seen some online versions where they like have, oh, you can donate bits for things to happen, but that's kind of shitty. I don't like that. That just seems weird. Because again, that's not really that's a Twitch game, isn't it? That's a game you're doing on Twitch. Whereas what it should be a game you are showing on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. It's the LOL randoms thing, which I hate. I mean, in some games it makes sense because there are, you know, randomized elements, but not in Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is very specific. If you hear page turning, especially if you hear it frantically, you'll know why. So yeah, what time have we got? Oh, we got ages. Bloody hell. I thought we were getting close. Yeah, exactly. And of course, I will say to the people playing, thank you so much, because I know it's a big deal. There won't be any cameras. It's just going to be voice. That might get confusing, so I apologize for that. But there was just no way of me managing to get it to work right with cameras. So it's just going to be voice. I won't even be on camera. So yeah, hopefully it won't get confusing. And I will ask clarifications and stuff like that. Oh, well, thank you very much, Someday Writer. Appreciate that. I do like GMing or DMing. To be honest, I prefer GM over DM, because DM is specifically Dungeon Master, whereas GM is just Games Master, and I prefer that. Voice suits Call of Cthulhu better, I feel. Yeah, fair enough. There's not going to be a lot. I like to do a lot of descriptions, but there's not going to be a lot of that, because I am sticking to, not necessarily a script, but I'm sticking to what is written down. Well, I am working on doing an audio narration of a Lovecraft story as we speak. And once this is over and done with, I will have that out on the channel. So if you want to listen to that, it's going to be one of the lesser known, or rather the lesser talked about Lovecraft stories, which is The White Ship. Hello, Jasper. Hello, Ace Valul. Yeah, The White Ship is really good because it's quite different to Lovecraft's usual work. Why is Jasper forbidden, Typing Warrior? I'm confused about that. Well, it literally is part of the dream cycle. The dream cycle is I think it's a collection of like, I think 14 stories. I think might be less than that. I can't remember, but it's a group of stories. But it's, you know, the Randolph Carter, that kind of stuff. I like the dream cycle. It's a lot more weird and esoteric than Lovecraft's usual work, because he usually likes to sort of be kind of he likes to add fantastical elements to the real world, whereas the dream cycle is just all fantasy. Yeah, I don't know what Typing Warrior is talking about either, Jasper. Oh, it's a few more, is it? Oh, okay. I thought it was 14. Might have to go back and look. I do have them all, of course, but can't be asked going through the book. Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, yes. The Randolph Carter one I'm interested in, because I've heard that one described quite a lot and talked about, so I'm interested in reading that one. I can't remember the whole title, I just remember it's something Randolph Carter, which seems to be a sort of a tradition for Lovecraft. He always has something name, or name something. You know, like well, Herbert West Reanimator, for example. The Statement. That's right. I was reading The White Ship, and you could actually have The White Ship as the sort of intro to a Dark Souls-like game, because in The White Ship the main character is taken to the shore of some strange land, and he sees a city, a huge city, but it's all walled off, and people who go into the city never come out again, and it's like streets are lined with bones of the dead and all this, and there's monsters roam. And you could totally do that as an intro to like a Cthulhu style Bloodborne game, and it all takes place within this city. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Let me see. Where are we? Trying to find where the hell it says it now. Thalarian, that was it. Thalarian, the City of 1,000 Wonders. You could totally do that. You could make a game and call it Thalarian. Do it, developers. Hello, Anu. No, I have not seen a movie called Arena. That would be Carcosa, made in the sweatshop. That is literally the city that suffered the aftermath of the King in Yellow. I'm doing well, Anu. Hopefully tonight's game will go well. I have beat Dark Souls. Just the one. No, I think he was referencing something, because let me just double check that. Where are we? Yes, because the story, An Inhabitant of Carcosa, comes from the Ambrose Bierce short story. So Chambers was actually cribbing from that. No idea. Possibly Dungeons and Dragons, but not sure. Yes, I did a narration of an inhabitant of Carcosa, yeah. That's on the YouTube channel. I quite enjoyed that one. It was a strange one. Has quite a nice twist at the end. Yeah, because I didn't know about it. I knew about the Robert Chambers story, but I didn't know about it until somebody asked me to narrate it. So that was a nice surprise. So yeah, it's quite an interesting story, quite melancholy, as you'd expect, but it's certainly in keeping with Lovecraftian themes, and it works really well. Robert Chambers, he wrote the story The King in Yellow. Well, I think it's a collection of short stories, actually. I can't remember. So yeah, many people forget that The King in Yellow is not a Lovecraft creation. It's just kind of been incorporated into the mythos. Probably because it works so well. Fair enough, Anu. More power to you. I can't really write for shit, so. But yeah, it's looking like we are one player down, which is a bit disappointing, but never mind, it'll just make things easier for me. I wouldn't be surprised if Lovecraft read it. He read everything else. I want to know, where's the love for Clark Ashton Smith? I want to see more films based on his work. That needs to happen. I think I got that name right. You know that's that weird thing in the back of your mind where you go, did you say that right? I can't remember. Yep. Oh yeah, I mean, everyone cribbed from everyone back in those days anyway. But we do need to start making movies of these other writers. Let's move away from Lovecraft. Let's start looking at, like, Ashton Smith, you know? And, what was the other name? Algernon Blackwood. We need to see more movies of that ilk. That I would like. It is a Critical Role shirt. It's a 20-sided dice. Isn't Black Cat, isn't that Poe? He does have the PR. He does. Sadly. I think he needs less PR. Yeah, it's true, Cal. It's true. Not too sure, Jasper. You'll have to ask Pyramid Head for that one. I cannot recall. It was in At the Mountains of Madness, though. It's not called Nevermore, it's called The Raven. I've done a reading of it on the channel. Once upon a midnight dreary, whilst I pondered weak and weary. I pretty much can rattle off the whole thing from memory. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. Whilst I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. See? I quite like being able to pull that out, because it creeps people out when you just start saying it for no reason. Yes. People keep... There's actually a thing with Poe's grave that I can't remember what it was. But, I mean, even Poe's death is weird. The fact that Poe was found on a park bench, delirious, wearing clothes that were not his own, and constantly saying someone's name who no one recognised. He's just got a weird death, that dude. And nobody can explain what he was doing the week he died. It's ludicrous. Yes, that was the tradition about his grave, yeah. What was the Poe name? Nope. But yeah, he says that he was found delirious on the streets of Baltimore in great distress and in need of immediate assistance. Reynolds, that was it. He kept saying the name Reynolds over and over the night before his death, and nobody knows what that means. His final words were, "Lord help my poor soul." Very, very Poe way to die. Sylvester Stallone has wanted to direct a Poe biopic. Jesus. I mean, it can't be worse than the Raven film with John Cusack as Poe, which tried to give a kind of explanation for his death. It wasn't a good explanation. What I loved, this will be the last thing I say because we do need to get started, but what I loved about John Cusack's portrayal of Poe is that he played him as a very loud John Cusack. It was not a good portrayal. He was just very shouty. He didn't have an accent. He didn't have any kind of weird inflection or changed the way he spoke in any way. He was just John Cusack with a weird facial a prosthesis. Well, probably his own beard, to be honest. It looked real enough. Doesn't really matter. I like John Cusack. He just wasn't very good in The Raven. Don't even know why they called it that. It had nothing to do with the fucking Raven. Anyway. So yeah, anyway. Sorry. It's time to begin. It is time to begin the Call of Cthulhu game. So, let me turn that off. First of all, I will call into the Discord and we will go through all the players. Just watch the view count just go boom, because only my players are here. I'm joking, of course, but you know. Anyway, so I'm going to call into the Discord.
Hello, hello.
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 Whoa.
Ooh, that is a bit loud. Hang on. Okay. So, let me introduce our players. So, we have Epic.
Hello.
We have Cal.
Hello.
We have Saheta. I think.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
And we have Ilya, who from now on will be known as Christina, if that's okay.
Hello, and yes, that is fine.
Okay. People in the chat, does everyone sound like you can hear them and it all sounds good?
No, the vacuum cleaner is still kind of loud.
Let me see. Oh, I tell you what. to not spoil any sort of surprises, Christina, Saheta, and Cal, can you change your profile pictures to just your regular profile pictures for now? Just so when you introduce your characters, you can describe them first. I'll just wait for that to happen. I'm not complicating things. I just think it's... uh-oh. Cal has disappeared.
I didn't find my original one, so I'm just putting something else.
Okay. Oh. Okay, Cal will just be a sec. Cool.
Well, his profile picture is not giving any spoilers, though.
Yes. Once Cal rejoins, we shall begin.
Or did you want them to be changed in the Roll20 too?
No, the Roll20. Sorry, in the Roll20, yes. Not in the Discord. Nobody can see the bloody Discord. There you go. Thank you.
Never mind.
Is that you, Cal? Have you joined back into the game?
Yeah, 'cause I'm not sure how to do it besides going to my profile.
It's in the drop-down menu. You know, in the dialogue, you've got the dialogue box underneath. You've got as, and then you can select from a drop-down. There you go. You see?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
There you go.
Easier.
It's fine. Okay. So, I need to change something quickly. Everyone has a notebook in the journals section. Use it if you need it. Okay. So, let us begin. Right. Here we have the game. I am going to close the stream now. Well, not close the stream, but have the stream in a thing. And I'm going to move this over. Right. So, okay. We begin, as most Lovecraft begins, in Arkham. This is Lovecraft country, as you can see. Arkham is one of the biggest cities within Lovecraft country. It houses, for example, the Miskatonic University, which we'd all know by now. Let me move these around a bit. And within Arkham, there is a quaint private eye, a business run by Mr. Denver Featherstone. The business is okay. It's to be expected. I wouldn't say you're down on your luck, but you're okay. Oh, hang on. Let me just change that. There we go. You're doing okay for yourself. You are sustainable, shall we say that. Epic, would you like to describe Mr. Denver Featherstone and what he is currently doing within his office?
Well, Denver is most likely at his desk, sorting through some old files and perhaps wondering which of them he can burn. And sorting out his notes, possibly having a swig of something a bit stronger than water, let's say.
Yeah. We are, of course, in Prohibition.
Yeah, but he's got connections. I mean, he's a private eye.
Yeah, any good
He's gotta
private eye
have
would?
connections. And I mean, if someone bursts in, they're not gonna find the fucking bottle. That much I can tell you.
Okay.
But you know, every once in a while. Denver, I think, is a bit frustrated on account of all the married ladies coming in and wanting his help with all sorts of drudgery, like finding their lost cat. And he's starting to wonder if perhaps becoming a private investigator was a bit of a wrong decision. And out of character, that's because Denver's appearance is 90 out of, what was it, 100?
Yep.
Which places his appearance somewhere one rung above Henry Cavill.
Yes. Denver Featherstone
So,
will be played by a rather young Errol Flynn.
yeah. So yeah, he would very much like something perhaps a bit more challenging, maybe, than entertaining married women who have nothing better to do than come to his office and make demands of his time that he could be using for anything else but looking for lost cats.
Yes. Well, you may get that opportunity.
Yeah, I get the feeling that he's going to regret wishing that in a while.
So, is there anything you wish to do before I start anything?
Check that I have my notebook with me and check that my handgun's loaded.
Excellent. How do you keep that handgun? On your person, how do you keep it? Is it in a holster? Is it in your pocket? What?
I'd say, and this is me just not fully up to date with my knowledge of how the gun holsters have evolved during the years, but I'd say like a basic underarm holster, you know.
Yeah, that would have existed.
And since it's a revolver, it's reasonably easy to conceal there.
Okay. And I want to make sure that is there anything else you wish to do?
I don't think I have anything else in mind that I could do.
Okay. Excuse me. A knock at your door. First of all, do you wish to answer the door?
I think the door probably has that weird glass that you can only see silhouettes through, basically, but not like fully.
Yep.
What sort of silhouette do I see?
You see I would say not particularly stocky, but someone who is average height and slightly sort of slumped forward. They look, I don't know how you describe it, but you know the way you grieved look. They look burdened.
I'd say after taking a look at the door, I quickly shuffle my files into my cabin, and then in my glass into one drawer that I've measured that you can like hide the glass in there easily, and then make it closed, and pull one glass of water a bit closer to me because, you know, I'm a good person.
Yes.
I'm not violating any laws, and call out, "Come in."
Okay. The door opens and it is a middle-aged man, slightly balding. I would say a disarming man, someone who is not particularly threatening in any way. And he doesn't come in, he just inquires. He says, Mr. Featherstone?
This is he, yes. Can I help you with anything?
Yes, and a mutual acquaintance of ours has directed me to your services. I require a private investigator.
I see. Would you like to come in and discuss this a bit more privately?
Oh, thank you. He gives a sort of waning smile and he kind of shuffles over. He walks over to your desk and points at the chair, expectedly.
I gesture at the chair with an open hand, like, please take the chair, sit in it.
Ah, thank you. He sits down. So yes, I have a rather pressing issue involving my son. Basically, he's gone missing, and we need someone to find him.
I see. How old is your son?
First of all, he reaches into his pocket, and he... Bear with me 1 second. Here we are. You should be able to see the picture.
Yep.
So this is my son. As I desperately try to find where I wrote down his age. Shit. 20. Sorry. So yeah, 20 years old. He was here in Arkham. He's a student of the Miskatonic University. James Fraser. I am Gerald Fraser, and yes, as you look at the back, there's a bit of details as well that you're welcome to read at your leisure.
I look at the photo and then turn it around to see what's written behind it, and then look back at the man and go, so I take it your son being out of communication is unusual?
Well, yes. I'm trying to be delicate, you see. I don't want any sort of scandal. I am. Are you familiar with the First Bank of Arkham? I am the manager there, and my son is. Well, he's quite a big figure at Miskatonic. I don't want any, you know. So let you know. Just bear with me 1 second. You see, me and my son, we had a disagreement. And it, I fear, is what caused his disappearance. You see, he called me 2 days ago, and there was an argument. The concerns of the argument are, hush hush, all that, we don't need to know. And he was on his way to Kingsport, and that was the last I've heard of him. He should have reached there by now, but I have not heard of him since.
I see. And you're sure it's got something to do with this argument of yours, not just a young lad having a first taste of freedom, going on a bender with his mates?
I can hope, but what else would it be? He mentioned on the phone that he was tired, so perhaps he stopped somewhere before he reached Kingsport, but why he would not reach Kingsport now, I don't know.
There aren't a lot of things between Arkham and Kingsport. I can give you that much. Before this, has he seemed out of sorts in any way? Uncomfortable?
No more than his rebellious self.
Has he gained any strange new friends lately? Has he mentioned a lady friend? Anything new?
There is, as you put it, lady friend, yes. At the university he has quite the sweetheart. Poor Emily. I can't think what she's doing right now. She must be beside herself. He also has another friend. I've spoken to him. Travis Bryce. A bit, he's not as bright as my son, but they get along.
Is this Travis in the same program as your son?
Program? I'm not sure I understand.
Yes, your son is studying something in the university. Is this Travis fellow in the same study group, or is he doing something else in the university?
Oh no, they're just friends. They don't share studies.
And this Emily, you called her.
Yes.
Do you know her last name?
Yes, I have just remembered. Emily Livingstone, yes. I can give you her number if you wish.
That would be helpful, thank you.
He hands you a piece of paper with the number. And before we actually get into the details, just if I may, I will assume your services. He puts his hand on the table and gently slides an envelope over to you. Do you lock in the envelope?
Yeah, I slide it towards myself, pick it up, and sort of like open it a little to see what's inside.
I was going to make you roll for that, but nah. If you look inside, there is quite a lot of dollar bills. You can't quite put your finger on how many, but a considerable amount considering the job. Enough to pay your expenses.
A little strange considering the financial situation of the world at the moment, but rich people.
What can I say? The bank pays well. It is doing well as a bank.
I can see that. Now, well, I can certainly do my best to find your son, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
The one thing, I will try and search for your son in the utmost secrecy. However, I find the university folk tend to be a bit too sharp for their own good. Now, if I arrive at the university and start asking for a son, someone is going to start asking questions about me. Is there a family member I could say that I am in order to alleviate some of the suspicions that might arise?
Well, you can certainly say you work for me. I am a very well-respected banker of the town. A simple audit of the premises and you require speaking to my son. It's fairly regular practice.
Alright, that's fine. Is there a number I can reach you at, or somewhere I can go to reach you if I find anything new?
You can come to the bank and ask for me personally, or he slides you another number. You can call me. I can't necessarily say I will pick up. I am a busy man, but to find my son, I will make the effort.
Right. Okay. Very well then. And you're sure that your son left in his own car, the one you've written here behind the photo?
Oh yes, absolutely. He loves that car. I can direct you down the path he might have taken. Sorry, the path he might have taken.
That would be helpful. Do you know if he has any friends along the path that he could have stopped at?
No. The particular path is quite barren, I'm afraid.
Ah, yes. Let's see. Who was he to meet at Kingsport, or was he going there for just for fun?
Well, I believe he was to see his sweetheart, who is currently in Kingsport.
This Emily Livingstone, you said?
Yes.
Right. You wouldn't happen to know where at Kingsport the lady lives?
I'm afraid I don't know. That would be my son's knowledge.
Well, I do have her number. I can see what I can find with it. So, yes. If you have the route that you think he might have taken, I think I will start with that one and try and... Let's see, that's the time. I look at the clock that I have nearby. Right. I think I will try to find my way to the university first and ask around, and from there I will try and make my way to Kingsport as soon as possible and interview this Emily Livingstone. See what I can gather between them and contact you when I have anything new.
A GM note: it might be easier to just call her. You don't need to travel all the way there to interview someone if you don't have to.
I think, yeah, and the university, it probably has like public phones, because
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, you've got a phone in your office.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how to do this, because actually, yeah, Denver would probably ask like, do you know if this Emily girl is employed by the university?
No, she's a student.
Let's see, all right.
She lives with her parents in Kingsport. She was just visiting. Oh, so I heard. I don't know a lot of the details. This is what my son told me, but we were in an argument, you see, so I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, with any luck, I may find her around the university. But I'll see what I can find.
Thank you. And he thanks you for taking the job and quietly shuffles out of the door, shutting it behind him. So, what would you like to do first? You have, bear in mind, I would say a collection of books that you could possibly use. For example, maps or, anything like that. You have a phone, or you have the university itself if you wish.
First, look at the map and see what route you could
Okay.
have taken.
Let me close this, hang on. Okay. You look at the map. Well, shall we have our first roll?
Uh-oh.
Yes. let's say, give me a library use roll, and I'd say regular difficulty, and I'll see what you can find.
Probably not much. I have awful rolls. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So, you look in your books. You don't find much information. What information you do find is you find pretty much what was given to you, which is a pretty barren road. There's not much there. The only thing you can find is a location known as Squatter's Lake.
Right there, so even if my maps are outdated or something.
And I guess if you were... how could we... Oops, sorry. Let me have a look at your stats quickly. Hang on. Just have a look at your stats. What can we do? Because I've forgotten what you've picked, so bear with me. You could... You could either give me a straight education roll or a navigate roll to see if Squatter's Lake comes to your mind. But I think if I'm your navigate's pretty low, so probably a straight education would be better. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know that Squatter's Lake has quite a few interesting points. You know it was a settlement. It is now no longer a settlement. It is, abandoned. But you know there is a motel.
Okay. Okay, I think I take out my notebook and draw the map to the Squatter's Lake and the motel.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
There you have it.
Then possibly reach for the phone and try and call the Livingston residence.
Okay, so have you noted down the map? As you can see, this is this is a rough map, although it gives directions and stuff. Ignore those because I've changed it a little bit. So, but this is a rough overview, and there is the motel. Okay.
I only see the main map.
Oh, sorry. Can you see that?
Nope, still the main map.
Really? I got it right there.
Nope.
That's really weird. Maybe if I make it... hang on. Bear with me. This is the kind of stuff we are part of. So why is that? Oh, hang on. No, it should work. I don't know why that's not... Oh, no, that's not wood. That's really weird. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix this. Sorry about this. Bear with me. So I'll put that on there. See if I can get it better. Because I think, yeah, because on the... Why is there a token on screen? Don't put tokens on screen. Anyway, gonna do it this way because it'll be easier. Right, there you go.
Okay, now I see it. Yeah.
Right, there you go. Cool. I'm not sure why that wasn't showing up. So yeah, that's your basic overview of the motel. I'm kind of worried about my other maps now that if you can't see them.
No, I just see the motel map.
That's really strange.
Okay. Okay, so I have the map now in my notebook.
Cool. Yeah. Oop. Let me close that. There we go. So, oh, for God's sake. Hold on. So if I do that, can you now see the lake overview? You can't see that? That's really strange.
No, just the main map.
That is really weird. You should be able to see that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, can you see the page toolbar? It's a little blue. If you look on, no, you can't see that. Sorry, it's a little page thing at the top of the screen.
The one with the arrow, the paintbrush, the magnifier.
No, opposite side, where the it should be right next to the size thing. That is really strange.
I see the 3 lines that toggle the chat and the journal and the info things.
Yeah.
But
huh, that is really weird. Let me fix this. Hang on. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now you should be able to see it, yes?
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. This is me not understanding World 20. Anyway, let's continue. I do apologise. I did mention there would be warts. So anyway, let's continue. So, epic.
So now
Yes.
I tried to call the Livingstone residence.
Okay. So, you put in the number. You don't need to know it. You just put in the number. It rings. You get a single half ring. And then it's quickly picked up. And you hear, James, is that you?
Good day, ma'am. This is Denver Featherstone. To whom am I speaking to?
She gives a sort of sigh of resignation. This is Emily Livingstone. Are you calling about
then-
James?
Yes, actually. I've just had a talk with his father.
Do you know where he is?
That's what I intend to find out.
Oh.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a week ago. We talk on the phone all the time.
Hmm. And when was the last time you talked on the phone with him?
Probably 2 days ago.
Was this the day he was supposed to drive down to Kingsport?
Yes, he said he was going to call his father, then he'd be on his way.
And he didn't contact you after he called his father?
No.
Have you noticed anything strange in his behavior as of late?
No?
Any new
Nothing?
people he might have met or talked about?
Not really. Are you in contact with his father regularly?
No, just met him today actually. I'm a private investigator.
If you're a private investigator, then you must be good at keeping secrets.
Bit of a trade thing, yes.
James and I were planning to elope. He was on his way down for us to do that.
I take it his father wouldn't have approved then.
No, but I suspect he knew.
And you wish to elope for love and not because you're, I mean, pardon me for inquiring, but you understand I have to know these things.
Yes, of course, and of course, the money didn't even matter. Chances are his father would have disowned him anyway. She is a little annoyed at your question, but she answers it all the same.
Yeah, and now Denver's probably thinking like, because he tried to imply that, you know, perhaps she was in the family way.
Right.
Why they had to elope. Now he's like, this just went worse.
Right.
Like if she's annoyed now.
Yeah. I pray nightly for his safe return.
So do we all, I think. Where had you planned to go? To elope to Salem, perhaps? Or...
This was all... James had organised it all.
I see. His father mentioned a friend of his, a Travis Bryce. Is there anything you can say about him?
Just that he was James's friend. I don't know much.
An upstanding sort of fellow, or...?
I think so. Yeah.
I see. So I take it you haven't been to the university in a while?
No, I was home visiting my parents.
I see.
I hardly want to leave now, waiting for James.
That's fair, yes. Out of curiosity, you know the motel between Kingsport and Arkham? The one by Squatter's Lake?
Yes, the Squatters Lake Motel. I know it's there. I've never been to it.
Do you know if James has been there?
It's possible. If he was feeling tired on the travel down, it's certainly possible. I do think there is a bus service that travels from Arkham to Kingsport that might stop there.
So he left late into the night then, or during the day?
I think it was evening.
Hmm. Right. I scroll a note into my notebook that Emily thinks that he might have used the bus for some reason, even though he has a car. I'm not gonna pull on that string just yet.
Oh no, I know.
Unless
I
you-
should say she was just saying that she knew about it because she knows about the bus service that goes through there and might stop there. They're not making a connection between that and James. Sorry, I might confuse you there.
Okay.
That's how she knows about the motel, not through James, but through the fact that the bus might stop there.
Well, I believe I am going to the university today to see if I can find any more information from there. I may contact you again should I need any more extra information. Would that be alright?
That's fine. I don't really know anything else. You probably know more than I do.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people know a lot of things they don't think they know. It's the one thing I learned in this profession.
Okay. Whatever gets that James safe and sound.
If there's anything you remember, you can also call my number, and then I give my number.
Yep.
The girl, and okay, would there be anything else I'd say? I will try my best to find James, and thank you for all the help you've given me so far.
Thank you. And then, as she's sort of giving the thank you, she bursts into bouts of crying and tears and all that stuff, which I cannot do and will not do. Okay. What's your next step?
Well, after I tell her goodbye and kind of hope that her parents are there, because crying women are not my specialty. I suppose I take my coat, take my gun, down the last of my illegal alcohol.
Yep.
And set off to the university.
Yep. It's probably closer to antifreeze than actual alcohol, but yeah.
Yeah, but I might need it.
Okay. And you're going to the university, yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way to the university, and I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears peeled, because you develop a certain professional paranoia in this. So I don't think I have a car or anything, so I guess I either walk or try and get through the public transport.
No, I'd say you
Depends on how close I am to the university.
as long as you don't mind, you know, a particularly long walk. It's certainly cheaper, and you should be fine.
Yeah, I'll probably take a walk then.
Cool. So you get to the university, the large redstone brick building, I imagine. Very grand, very large, and yeah. Your first port of call would be?
Probably the front desk.
Front desk?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say that I was supposed to have a meeting with one James Fraser, but I haven't been able to get in contact with him or find him, and just, ask if he's got like an office space or something, or a professor who's working under, just,
Okay.
something that I could get a bit more information.
Okay. At the risk of coming up with another accent or voice, let's just say you are directed to his dorm room, which he shared with one Travis Price.
Handy. Well, I thank the person and start wandering towards the dorm rooms.
Okay. It's a fairly easy walk. Despite what you might hear, the university is quite normal and quite pleasant, as universities go. And yeah, you get to the dorm. Are you knocking?
First I kinda want to listen at the door.
Give me
But
a
I feel
listen
I
roll.
have to make a roll.
Yeah, give me a listen roll.
Well, come on, listen. There we go. I think I failed.
Yep.
No, I
No.
succeeded.
Yep, that's
Nice.
a good success. You can hear that there's someone in there, but there's nothing of note that would be anything out of the ordinary. You just know, you can hear shuffling, you can hear humming.
But no indicators that just, relaxed humming, not like distressed humming to myself to keep myself calm sort of thing.
No, just regular,
humming.
normal.
Okay, and just one person.
Well, from what you can hear.
Okay, well, I guess I knock on the door.
Okay. A small, meek, dark-haired man opens the door. Behind him you can see plenty of books, several open, and studies. And, yes?
Good day, sir. I'm trying to find a James Fraser. We were supposed to meet up, but I haven't been able to contact him.
I haven't seen him here for a few days.
Few days.
Mm.
Well, that seems strange.
He said he was going to meet his lady friend, and that's all I know, really.
May I come in?
Yes?
Thank you. And then I go into the dorm room.
Mm-hmm. It is a regular dorm room. Again, there's nothing out of the ordinary, really. At least on your first glance. I mean, you could do rolls, but I can tell you now, it wouldn't reveal much.
Yeah, I figured.
Unless you want to find any indiscriminate stains.
Yeah, I'd rather not look that closely.
The kind of universities would have.
Mm-hmm. I guess I point at his side and his desk and go, these are his, yes?
Yes. The fairly bare side is his. Mine is the side with all the books.
How about that? So what are you studying here again?
Oh, you're asking questions I don't know the answer to. Economics.
Sounds fascinating. I start like nonchalantly looking through whatever drawers I can pull and see at his desk. See if I can find anything, any scraps of paper that have been scrawled or something.
Nope, there's not much out of the ordinary, to be honest. Nothing that I would say you as a seasoned private eye would find significant in any way.
Okay. Can I fumble with the drawers and see if there's any false bottoms or anything?
Yeah. Do you want to give me a dexterity roll? No. Wait, not dexterity roll. What can we use? Sorry. Let's say intelligence. Intelligence to find that kind of thing. Stream success.
Yay!
Those are some sturdy drawers. They are very well made. There isn't even the capacity to put false drawers in them because it is meticulously made to be exactly fitting in every single way.
So, yeah, I'm guessing nothing hidden underneath the desk or
No,
like behind the thing, just nothing taped.
no.
Okay, so I stare at the desk for a moment and then turn to look at the friend. There we go. Travis, and then like give him a once over. Like,
Again, he's got that kind of shuffling side to side of impatience of wanting to get back to what he was doing and why is this person in my room? But that's about it.
have you known James for long?
The years we've been in the same room, but apart from that, not much. We've hung out a few times. We're not the closest of friends.
He doesn't seem the type to just often vanish, does he?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, people do strange things. He has quite the lady he keeps talking about.
So I heard. When he went out a couple of nights ago, do you remember if he took his car?
I believe he did, yes.
Yeah, I figured. Say, since the fellow isn't here, could you point me to the direction of anyone else he was working with at the time? Like, does he have a professor he's assisting, or just someone in the university that I could talk to? It's kind of important. I'm on an errand from his father, and I'd really like to get this over with.
Sure. But I don't really know much. Gotta be honest. I mean, he was doing fine in his studies, but nothing, nothing noteworthy.
Was he also in economics, or was he banking related? His
Yes.
studies, or...
He was trying to take after his father, I believe he said.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can really see, by the way, that he is not keeping anything. He's not. You don't even need to make a roll for this. There is nothing. This is all he can give.
Well, since you're both studying the same thing, what was the name of the head professor of this whole thing?
Mr. Williams, I believe. But I do not believe he is currently in residence. He is away for the summer.
Ah, of course, yes. Well, I suppose I'd best let you get on with your studies then.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for helping. I'll see myself out.
Thank you.
And then I just leave.
Yep.
I'm not sure there's much else to do at the university at the moment.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, I guess personally I'd probably try to see wherever the guy parked his car
Mm-hmm.
and see if it looks anything weird, but then continue on.
Okay. How do you propose to do that?
Well, I'm guessing there's some kind of a parking lot or some designated parking spaces for the students.
You were told that he took his car.
Yeah, but you know, if someone like clocked him over the head, hit them
Oh,
in the
okay.
trunk, and
Fair
then
enough.
took the car, you know, if there's something like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, there's no designated parking, if that's what you mean. That would be for the staff, but not for the students.
Mm.
Bear in mind as well that cars are a little bit rare at this time.
Yeah, I figured if he were to park, it would probably be somewhere near his dorm.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just do an overall sweep of the area where he could have parked.
Okay.
See if I can find anything that seems off.
Okay. So outside now.
Yeah.
You can give me a spot hidden check.
Oh, there we go. No.
Ooh. Nothing. You can find nothing out of sorts. There's no indication of where he would even park. It's just spaces and stuff. There's just nothing.
Well, then I guess I shake my head and head off to the nearest bus stop near the campus and see if I can't find the bus that Emily mentioned that should stop at the hotel. See if I
Okay.
can get myself there
Yep.
soon-ish.
Okay. So you make your way to the bus stop. The buses are quite regular because it's quite a thoroughfare. But if you want to get the bus you're after, which is the route that you were given, it's a very specific one. But obviously, I'm not going to make you wait. So you get the bus. It is a classic 1920s style bus, so it's a bit rickety. It's not anything you would have seen nowadays. I could get a picture, but it's somewhere. I'm guessing you're going as is, yes?
Yeah, I think I'm doing recon first, just
Okay.
to see and ask around, but I don't think I'll hit any trouble because for all I know, it could be that this James fellow just decided to take a few days off without
Okay.
informing anyone.
Right. So you get onto the bus. The driver greets you with a smile. Hello! Kingsport, is it? You're on the right bus?
Yeah, not necessarily the entire way. I think I'm gonna stop at the motel. This
Oh.
bus runs by the motel, yes?
I believe so, yes.
Excellent.
Just take a
guess
seat
I-
and we'll begin shortly.
Yeah, I take my seat and start scribbling into my
Okay.
journal.
As you take a seat, you notice 3 other people on the bus with you. So, Christina, would you like to describe your character?
Yes, you can see a little bit older lady on her 40s, heavy lines on her face. Doesn't look very happy, is reading some small book. You can see she has her nurse cowl thing on her head, but otherwise she's wearing like a raincoat or some sort of. Brown is very boring. Not it's not rags, but clearly not new jacket, for example.
Mm-hmm.
When you step into the bus and have your exchange, she looks at you and then goes right back to her book.
Okay. Anything more, or shall we move on?
I think that is it for the second.
Okay. Saheta, would you like to describe your character?
Young lady who is blonde.
Oh,
And
you got a bit of a connection error.
let me see if I can fix it again.
While it might be a problem with my end, so we'll move on to Cal and then we'll come back to Saheta. So, if Cal could describe their character while we wait for Saheta.
Somewhere near the front of the bus is an old, very grumpy looking, very lined-faced man.
Yep.
With traditional farmer's outfit, but not quite from this area probably.
Okay.
Red veins on his nose and has clearly had a lot of drinking in at least part of his past.
Okay.
He's just not even going to look at you, just looking out of the window.
Yep. Shall we try again with Saheta? You might have to reconnect.
Alright, my apologies.
It's fine.
I'll be right back.
Don't worry.
Is this better?
It's not great.
Hang on.
Let me see if I can make it better. Please bear with us, chat. We are just going through some technical issues. All to be expected. This is all brand new stuff. Saheta, do we have you with us?
Can you hear me?
I think we can.
Hello? Okay. Is this better?
It's a bit crackly, admittedly, but I think we can make do.
Okay. Just one moment.
I can't tell. Not coming through at all now.
Oh.
Hello? I'm not sure what's happening now.
It's like trying to talk to Carol Ann.
I think you're coming through.
Yes.
Okay, try
Can
now.
you hear us?
You hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
I'm just gonna up your volume.
Okay.
Yeah, try it now.
Better?
Yes.
Yes, much better.
I got my headset back to default, and I'm not touching anything else.
Okay.
Okay. So, here it is.
Uh-oh.
Just
It's still not great, and I don't know why. Sorry about this. Saheta and to chat. I'm not sure why. Hang on. Let me see. We'll class this as a brief break while I figure things out. So let's see what I can do.
is it better now?
No. I'm not too sure
It's
what's going on with that.
crackling.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Apologies. For God's sake.
Is it better now?
No.
No.
I'm not sure why it would be doing that though, because it was fine. We've tested this, by the way, chat. Let me see. Try it now. Can you hear me now? Is it okay? Can you try? That's really bad. It's a connection issue. I'm not too sure what the issue is.
I do notice that my Discord keeps kind of reconnecting to the phone call, so there might be some issues with the Discord itself.
Yeah.
Because I can keep seeing the bars going up and down every now and then on the Discord call.
Okay. Let me disconnect and reconnect and see if that fixes it. Okay. I'm not too sure if that changed anything.
Can you try talking, Saheta?
Got
Your
nothing.
mic line is open, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah. This is what happens when you're working with Discord, people. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Oh, now I could. Yes, now I can hear you.
It's really quiet though. Have you got if you go into your audio settings, can you try putting up the sensitivity? Can you try putting up the sensitivity?
Is it better?
It's the same.
Is this better?
Now it's a
still,
little bit louder.
It's a little bit louder, but still the same sort of connection-wise. It's very weird because, like I said, we've tested this and it should work. Let's say restarting the PC is the most extreme thing to solve.
That is true. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Is a real thing.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure why it's only Saheta, unless because that must mean it's their connection rather than our connection. Because I can hear all of you three, just not Saheta, which is very strange.
What was
Could also be the
Saheta?
Discord, because when the audio settings aren't exactly right in the way the Discord wants them to be, then
Yeah.
nothing works.
Yeah.
Like I think mine only worked when I went into the voice settings and deliberately chose the gear that I have instead of putting it on default.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'd never choose the default because when you open the drop down selection, it can actually show your actual headset. And I had many audio issues if I just went with the default setting,
Okay.
which is annoying and all that
Yeah.
jazz.
Because it's happened to me in the past, so.
I think this tends to happen whenever you have more than one person on a call.
Right.
Would you rate if you
Why
to
don't
reintroduce me? And
why don't you try logging into the use your mic on the Roll20 instead? Try that.
Sometimes the voice channel on the Discord server can be more stable than
Yeah.
on the actual phone
Well,
call we are
let's-
on now.
Hang on. Can't hear anything. Try disconnecting from the call on Roll20 on the Discord first. If not, log back in to Roll20 and do it that way. Not that she can hear me now because she's logged off the Discord. Like I said, everybody, we're taking this as we're classing this as a break, so let's not be too annoyed, because it should be fine if we can get this damn thing to work. Yeah, can't hear on Roll20 yet.
Yeah, I actually went to check my Roll20 settings. That I have like I might have actually blocked something on it, so it doesn't make beep boops all the time.
It should come
Should
through.
be fine. Yeah.
Nope, nope, nope. What? I don't know what that means.
One on the Deusdaecon server.
Oh,
You know,
right.
Yeah.
tabletop COC voice channel. But you may have to enable some.
No,
Let's
that's
see.
no. I don't want to go through that route because it's a whole kettle of fish that I don't really want to. Because I'd have to do
Yeah.
a load of setting stuff. You should join the call again, because then she can actually hear what I'm saying. Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay, you sound good. There it goes again. That's really annoying. Hang on. It's very coming in and out.
At this point, it's starting to sound like it's either the connection or the actual mic. That's the problem.
Possibly.
It worked pretty fine when we tested it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It worked.
And, I don't know, if it's your mic, you can actually try to join through like using the Discord app on your phone.
Okay, I might do that then. Alright.
Okay.
Just you know.
That's really weird. Apologies, chat. Apologies. These things happen. Especially when you're doing it online. But we'll get back to the game shortly. We're just working out issues.
I'm sure Critical Role has had their issues with technical difficulties as well.
Yeah, but they're like...
Hello?
Whoa, now I can hear you.
That's better.
Yeah, that seems to work.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa, Jesus. Okay, just a second.
Okay, that's better though. Okay, now we can continue.
Hang on. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna hold you people on my phone up to my ear because the audience have been just too good right now. All right.
Yeah. Okay, now you are welcome to introduce your character. Finally.
Thank you so much for your patience.
It's fine.
My character is she's young, but she looks worn. Her hair is blonde, and it looks like it hasn't really been cared for. It hasn't really been combed. She looks tired and a bit nervous. She is glancing at the detective, and she's glancing away, and she keeps being a bit more nervous. She's fidgeting with her nails. She's wearing a very plain blue dress that is not the newest, but is quite respectable for the time, with an outdoor shirt. It looks almost like a men's outdoor shirt, kind of over it. And pair of hiking boots.
Okay. Interesting. So, the bus ride is quite normal. There is nothing out of the ordinary anywhere that you notice. It's long because the bus is slow. It is not the best maintained, but the driver is in high spirits. He's loving it. And yeah, so you get there. You get going, and you put along this rather dusty road. It gets dustier and less well maintained as you continue on. And eventually, you can spy in the distance, as you have. You start coming up down the road, so you've passed Clark's Corner, and then you come to the thing. The bus is not doing very well at this point. And the bus driver calls out, "Sir, this is where you wanted to stop, right?"
Yeah, the Squatters Lake Motel. Yes.
That's the one.
All right. Well, thanks for the ride.
Well, it's probably for the better. So he brings it in, and
Hey, is your bus holding out okay? It doesn't sound like it's doing well.
yeah, she's not doing well, old Betsy. So you come to, you start where the car. You kind of come up to below here, and you see the front. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. So you see the front, and it kind of pootles to a stop, and as it stops, it just goes, and it kind of has a smoke screen effect, and the bus just stops, and the driver's like, "Damn. Well, it's unfortunate that somebody wanted to stop here. Looks like we're all stopping here for a bit. Don't worry though, I can get Betsy running. I just need to go in, get some tools, and I'll be right out, fix her."
Old man will be very vocally annoyed at this and shouting at the bus driver.
And he's like, I'll get it done, it's fine. So he quickly runs into the place. What do you all do in the meantime? You're welcome to get out of the bus to stretch your legs, of course.
Yeah, that is pretty much the first thing I'll do. Is like, with the smoke, it's like you can hear a loud sigh. It's like, oh, good grief, really? I'll put my book away to my brown leather handbag and clearly walk towards the front of the bus, get out of the bus, and light a cigarette.
Okay.
And just, stepping around next to the bus, looking at the hotel, looking at the steaming pile of rubbish that is called the bus.
Can somebody make me a... what would best suit? Let's have a look. Can somebody make me a... let's just go straight intelligence. Anyone. Quickest off the draw. Oh, there you go. Success. Okay. You realise, you're welcome to tell everyone else this, but I'm pretty sure everyone else would realise, just as you realise, that the bus driver left with his keys and all your stuff is in the hold of the bus. Just go with it. So yeah, you can't access your regular apparel until he comes back.
Even louder sigh comes out. You can clearly see that she's muttering to herself and just pacing alongside of the bus.
It is,
Edith.
I would say, evening time now, just as the sun is dipping below the horizon.
Edith sighs and just kicks some of the dirt and just wanders aimlessly looking around.
Okay.
Jokes on you, I'm carrying everything I need.
Yeah.
Well,
do-
I
do-
start looking around and try and see if I can either spot the vehicle that James was supposed to be driving, or if I spot like any fresh tire marks or anything really.
The only vehicle you see is the one that's already there. And do you want to go around the back?
Yeah, I should probably check the back as well.
Okay. There's a few more vehicles there. They're just vehicles. There's nothing that would describe the black Chrysler coupe that James drove.
Well, personally, the next step for me then is to head for the front desk and start asking around.
Okay. As you've been standing around for a little bit, you've been wandering around. It is now, let's say, 20 minutes, and there's still no sign of the driver. What does everyone else want to do?
At this point, when I realize how long it's actually been that he's been away, you can hear Octavia, although she hasn't introduced herself yet, cuss under her breath and just stump her Ziggy and just go straight forward to the direction the driver went, and and curses like, bloody hell, not even coming tell what the hell is gross. I need to get home.
Okay. The driver went into the hotel. So we've got Octavia and Denver going into the hotel. What are the other people doing? Will they follow?
Rolf is going to try his best to bang on the door to get his stuff. Failing that, grumpily go inside the hotel as well.
Okay. I mean, you can bang on it. There's not going to be a strength check for that. But you're all going into the hotel then, I guess. So, I'm not going to put tokens down because it's just easier. So anyway, you get it is here. I can't do my ping, but it is, I'm going to reveal, oh that's right, hang on. It is here, is the entrance.
Okay.
So, let me just double check that is the entrance, because I can't remember. Yes, that is the reception. Sorry. Oh god. Right. So yeah, So you walk into the reception. Obviously, this is all open now. So you walk into the reception. Can you stop drawing on the fucking thing?
That's my token.
You have a token, and it's not on the board. You bastard.
He has made all of us tokens, you know.
Yes. But please remove that. It's distracting. Anyway, you are in the reception. Okay. First of all, the hotel itself is a fairly modern, well, not modern, that's the wrong word, that's literally the opposite word. Old, run down. It's been there for a while. It's roughly about 1,000 feet in length and about 300 feet in width. As you can see, it's kind of got that sort of strange sort of T shape to it. You can roughly see in behind the motel there is the lake itself, what it is based on. Just bear with me 1 second. Obviously there is a sign on the front door, Squatters Lake Motel, in white paint with a black background, and there is vacancies, so that's lucky. So you walk into the reception. The door to the reception is glass panelled, with a wide shuttered window to its right, as you can see right there. A white card bearing the word vacancy hangs from the inside of the door. And it's filled with illumination, although the illumination is gas lit. It is not electric. There is obviously a bell on the reception desk, and the walls, I think you can actually see on the map, there is 2 stuffed and mounted boar's heads, between which hangs a 20 gauge double-barreled shotgun. A rack of keys beneath the shotgun. The desk is holding 2 oil lamps, a jar filled with pencils, a brass bell, as I have mentioned. To the left and right of the desk, there are license plates on the walls from the early 1900s to present day. But there are dusty spaces on the wall. And that's what you can see just by looking around.
Okay, can I quickly take a look at the license plates and see if I can spot James's among them?
Yes. I mean, you're not going to have to do a spot hidden because they're literally on the walls. None of them on the walls are one you recognise. What about the other 3? Do you want to do anything?
Rudolph is going up to the front desk, and if there's a person there, I'll talk to them immediately. Otherwise, I will bang any bell or the desk or anything to get some attention.
Okay, so you're going to start banging the bell. Obviously, there is no one else in the room currently.
Is that floor like dusty? I mean, it's like, do I see any marks? Where the hell did the bus driver go?
There's nothing that you can tell. It's just
No
the
mud,
reception.
nothing.
No.
Okay. Is there like basically one door into the hotel and one door out?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the bell is rung, you hear a loud creak and a sort of a sliding, and you just hear, "Just a minute."
I'll give him exactly 1 minute, then I will proceed pounding on the bell again.
Would you have a concept of what a minute is?
Count in my head. It'll probably be about 54 seconds because I'm impatient right now.
Okay.
That's still quite accurate.
Anything else?
Edith is looking around, trying to find the bus driver. She's looking, trying to peek outside, trying to peek away to see where he went. And she's annoyed because both of her bags of things are left on the bus.
Yes. Okay. Denver?
Edith. Oh, sorry.
No? If you've got something as well.
Is Edith's still looking nervous, like a nerve wreck.
She's annoyed at this point because she had a place to be, and she wanted to get there today, and that wasn't happening. And she didn't make that clear to the bus driver because she seems to be very quiet and socially awkward.
Okay. As I lit up another smoke, I will offer one to Edith. It's like,
Uh,
do you want some?
uh,
Calm your nerves?
Sure, why not? Mine are still on the bus with everything else I have. Yeah.
She nods her head, lights your ciggy first, and then lights her own.
Okay.
And just leans on the wall, patiently waiting for whoever is behind the sliding door.
Okay. And Denver, are you investigating anything?
More like looking around the room.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the old fellow's banging up the bell, isn't he? So it's not like I have to do anything about that.
Yeah. Would you like to make a spot hidden check? But what would it be? Let's go for a hard spot hidden check.
Yeah, that's not
Ooh.
gonna... Well, where is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, it succeeded. What the fuck?
Nice, very nice.
Okay.
Hey,
So
you know your job.
you notice the logbook in the center of the desk. You can also notice underneath the desk more license plates.
I'm guessing they're under the desk in a way that I can't exactly sneak in and try and sort through them before whoever's coming comes.
Not really. Not unless you're like really quick. But you know they're there.
Okay. Can I read any of the license plates at all from where I am?
Not really.
Hmm.
The logbook would be closer, but you know you'd have to get behind the desk, get under the desk. But you know the logbook's right in front of you.
Okay, I guess I'll read through the logbook, see if I can spot any familiar names.
Okay. The logbook. Bear with me while I find where I put that. Sorry about this. Sorry, just bear with me while I try and find where the hell I put this one.
You put it in a well-hidden place,
Yes.
as many GM notes tend to slide for some reason. I don't know why.
I do apologise about this. Sorry. I've
It's,
just
I mean, either way, you would, if you were around a table, you would be going through a book or a pile of papers or
Yes.
something like that. It's quite. This is what role playing is. Half the time looking through a rule book or something.
And to be fair, if that was like a hard roll for a spot hidden, and
Yeah.
I don't have like a very high on that, so I don't think he expected me to actually succeed in that.
Well, yes and no, maybe.
trying to find where the hell it's written down. God damn it. So sorry. Oh, it wasn't as useful as I was expecting. So, yes, you have the logbook. You go through the logbook. There is nothing really of note about the logbook except the most recent page, which is missing. It has been torn out from the book.
Okay.
And just
That
as
is
you
odd.
just as you find that out, you hear a door open and the screech of wheels coming through the other room. What do you do?
We go and investigate.
I mean, it's probably the guy coming because he said he was on his way.
I take a quick step back
Okay.
from the desk and like
Fair enough.
stand there as though I'm waiting my turn after the old codger
Yep.
says his piece.
You better not have called me an old codger in my hearing.
Yeah. So you hear the screech of wheels, and through the door comes a balding, white-haired, liver-spotted man. Is wheeled into the reception by another elderly man. From their features, they appear to be related. The man in the wheelchair wears brown slacks and a white shirt, his frail hands gripping the armrest tightly as he enters. He squints at you and nods politely. The man pushing him wears faded blue overalls, has lined, hollow-cheeked face, and a kindly expression beneath a full head of white hair. Welcome to the Squatters Lake Motel. I'm William. This here is my older brother Robert. Robert can't speak much anymore. Took a funny turn a few years back. Do you wish to have a room?
Oi, no. What I'm wanting here is to know where the goddamn bus driver is.
Oh, you're with the
Wait,
bus.
Octavia was about to open her mouth and then just like, never mind.
Okay. You're with the bus, are you? Oh, yes. The bus driver. Yes, he came in.
Why bloody came in? Where the bloody hell did he know?
Well, there was a bit of a problem with the bus, you see. He's had to go back. He's had to go back to Clark's Corner, you see. There's a part, and probably a bit of oil as well. But he said he would be back in the morning.
So let me get this straight, good sir. He left with his keys and did not even bother to inform his passengers that he's not coming back to the bus at all.
Oh, I can't really speak for
That is
someone else's
very
business.
rude.
Yes, it sounds rude, yes. But I should say as well, he did pay for your night in our lovely motel.
How the bloody hell did he do it? We didn't see no car going. And did he leave his keys? I want my bloody stuff out of that van right now. If he's not, I want a crowbar. So I want my stuff. I'm not sleeping in my gear. I've been travelling in this. Bloody bus drivers are useless.
I'm sorry, I can't excuse the behaviour of another man. But as I said, the rooms are paid for. It's fine. We have 8 rooms here. 1 and 5 holding 2 single beds, 4 and 8 a double each. If you wish to take that. The rest holding singles. You can take any room you want except for 5, which my brother and me use, and 6 to 8 as there's folks in those already. The rooms have hot water. We only have oil lamps for illumination though. Yeah. You'll have to bring your own food, but there's a grocery store. I'm pretty sure your driver would know about that. Yes.
I'm going to lean over the desk and glare angrily at him. Did he leave any keys for that van or not? And if so, I want a crowbar or something to get in. You see how dusty this is? I've been working in this. I am not sleeping in it. And I'm not sleeping naked. I am not disgusting.
He didn't leave anything. He seemed to be in a bit of a rush. Obviously, he wishes to fix the bus as much as possible, but it's out of my hands. I'm sorry.
So, do you have a crowbar then, or some sort of a tool?
A crowbar. He leans down and
Small one will do.
he leans down and talks into the ear of the man in the wheelchair. They converse for a second. He's like, no, we don't have a crowbar. We have no. These old hands, you see, they don't do much. I'm sorry. We wouldn't have need for a crowbar.
Alrighty then. Well, you said the number 1, 2, and 3 are free for the taking, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just take the number 1, thank you. And you mentioned there is a shop nearby.
Yes, I mean, I think it'd be closed now, but it'd be open in the morning.
Oh, bloody hell. So it will be opening in the morning. It's sundown, and we don't have any food because all our belongings are locked into the bus. So you can see the predicament we are in.
Yes, of course.
Do you serve any kind of dinner here or anything? Because we're going to starve.
I believe that the chef has left for the evening, but I'm sure we could rustle up something.
That would be most delightful, since we have been traveling for a while now and we have not eaten anything.
Of course. Would you like to take room 1?
Clearly hold her tongue and like, yes, please.
Would you be content to sharing with anyone? It is a double room.
I don't mind sharing with the young lady. The lads, not so much.
Of course. That makes sense.
Edith is very relieved and nods to and nods and says, just mutters, "God bless you," dejected and frustrated, but relieved.
And would the gentleman be would the gentleman be okay with sharing as well?
So you see, I've got to stay here overnight, and I've got to share with someone that I've never met before and sleep in my underpants.
You don't have to share. It's just, we do get quite a lot of tourists around these times. And
I don't know what kind of tourists you get around here, but I'm not the kind that shares a room with a stranger in my underpants. I have my own room, thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, don't be so grumpy. He's a nice-looking fellow. You might actually get along.
You get a glare, and I walk off to one of the rooms.
Okay, he gives you the key to room 2, which is a single.
Xavier winks her eye to the young lady, like, always enjoy pissing them off a little bit more.
And she in turn gives a little smirk, very slyly.
Okay. So so you have the keys.
I'll take room 3 then.
Okay.
But before anyone can, well, the old man probably left already, but before that, I turn to the women and go, ladies, a word, if I may?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good gods.
Oh, are you talking to me?
No, he wants to
sir.
talk to us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the keys, but I feel I need to confirm something from the ladies. Just making sure they're all right. You know the deal.
Well, I hope you sleep well. And he quickly wheels his brother out of the room.
Okay, and now they've left the room, I listen a little bit to see if the steps retreat and all that.
Okay, you just hear down the thing, and that's it.
Then I turn to the women and walk a bit closer and lower my voice just in case. And then I go.
You're not gonna propose us, are you? I'm just pulling your legs. Basically, Octavia is standing there looking kind of cynical and sarcastic, just smoking the cigarette and having a smirk every now and then on her face. It's like, please do tell what is bothering you. I did notice that you were looking around.
Yes, I guess I look at them and go, ladies, this is a rather unconventional situation we have here, and I must make it clear that I am a private investigator, and
I'm sure you are.
I give her a look like, come on. And then I go, I feel that this is a bit odd, don't you think?
Well, yes. I do agree on that. I mean, I have
The bus
been
happens to break down near a motel, and the bus driver happens to run off with the keys, and the hotel just happens to have 3 rooms, but some are occupied.
Well, this doesn't look that good of a hotel, so I mean, I'm not really that surprised. But the bus driver leaving like that, even when he seemed like a jolly fellow, thus, and a polite one, this does not strike me as a very comforting situation at all.
No, I found Timmy was too happy. I don't. I'm not impressed, and I had places to be, and I'm not gonna get there tonight. So, that's that's too bad. But yeah, I also find it strange.
With that in mind, ladies, I caution you to, let's say, take a good, decent look around your room, and the door especially. I feel like this may not be the only key that you two have.
If I may, while you discuss that, I will just describe to Cal, just quickly, as you get into the room, Cal, the interior of the room is as he described. It is a 15 by 15 feet in size, with a single bed. There is a window on each side of the door, protected by wooden shutters. The walls, floors and ceiling are made from wooden panels. The walls adjoining other rooms are panelled in plaster and decorated in green and white diamond pattern wallpaper. A door connects each room to its eastern or western neighbour, bolted from both sides. The room has a bedside table holding an oil lamp, alarm clock. There is a dresser, a wardrobe, a small dining table with 2 chairs, and a large oval mirror on the wall. A small bathroom is built inside each room, with a toilet, sink and shower. The bathroom door has a small, weak bolt attached to it. There is a shower boiler, which is connected to probably a propane tank, I think. I don't think it specifies. And the bed linen is yellow, faded, but clean. There is a handcrafted, jewel-patterned Navajo rug on the floor. Anyway, that's for you, Cal. The others, what would you like to do? Would you like to go to your rooms, or what?
Depends on what the good detective has. Anything else?
Okay.
I guess I caution you to check your door, check your window, check whatever places you think seem off, and if you have anything on you that you could potentially use to protect yourself, have it handy. I suppose let's just say I am looking for a person, and this all seems a bit too strange, all these coincidences.
Well, yes, since you were the only person who was actually planning on coming here, I assume that whatever you're looking for is somewhere here.
Well, I hope. But now I feel like there's a bit more to this than just a missing young man. All the same, you two ladies, just get yourself safe, as safe as you can, yes?
Sure. What was the number of your room?
I think I had number 3, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Mine is number 3, which means the somewhat irritable old fellow is between us.
What were they on the number 5?
No, they were the one that's...
The old men were in number 5, and then I think it was 6 through 8 were taken.
Yeah,
Oh,
6.
yeah.
Well, 6 and 8 were taken, I think. No, wait.
Yep.
Sorry, no, 6 through 8. Yeah, 6 through 8. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yes, the old cranky man was between us.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, this feels like a good start to any trip, I guess.
You two
Oh.
are free to do whatever you wish to do, but just as an aside, I don't think I'll be sleeping all that much tonight.
Okay then.
Okay.
I won't be either.
Well, if you want to talk, if you have something, you need to warn us or something, just come knocking at the door. I'm gonna take a stroll around the hotel anyway, since I have been sitting on several hours on the damn bus.
Cool. So who is going where?
I think I'm going to check out my room first and do
Okay.
my own sweep of it, and when that's settled, then I think I'm gonna try and look through the exterior a bit more. But I don't think. Yeah, because it's getting darker, so I don't think I can get much out of it. But all the same, this is weird enough that I'm already unsettled.
Cool.
Like, even if I'm not a very famous private eye, I've been in this game long enough to know that something's a bit hinky about this.
Okay. Saheta?
Saheta is gonna take a walk outside. She there's only one key. Octavia has it. I'm gonna take a little walk around.
Okay.
Could you... I'll knock when I get back. Oh,
Sure.
Sure.
It's fine.
Are you also walking?
We can actually, if you don't mind, we can go for a stroll together, and while we're walking, I'll actually introduce myself as, by the way, I'm Octavia Bluebell. Sorry for not introducing myself. Not
No,
my best day to admit.
No, that's fine. I'm Edith Chapelle.
Yep. I try to repeat it and sounds fancy.
Octavia sounds rich. So, anyways, I guess we're both. You seem richer than what we are. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely not rich, but it's okay.
So
As...
I want to take a little walk before bed, just around here to see. Do you care to join me?
Yes, I would like to, since I actually want to see where the hell we are.
Okay.
Might as well check out the lake. Might find something interesting.
Kind of hope not, but we can go for a stroll towards there. Yes.
Cool. Okay, so while you stroll around towards the lake. It's a bit of a walk, but it's within pretty close distance. First of all, Cal, are you doing anything but ablutions and sleeping?
I would be having a shower as best I can, or cleaning. Then making sure my door is locked and bolted, and if it's not got bolts, I'll just lock it with the key left in it and then go to bed.
Okay. Cool. And Denver.
Yep. I am trying to look through the room
Okay.
as well as I can.
You notice there's a bookshelf in your room. If you want to notice anything else, you're going to need a spot hidden.
Regular?
Yep.
Oh, come the hell on.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I want to fiddle with the lock or whatever the hell is on the door, just to see that it's, sturdily on there.
Yep. Okay. I mean, it is sturdy. A decent shoulder charge would probably bring it down, but nothing too egregious.
Okay. Where's the bookcase in relation to the door?
The door is here. The bookcase is here.
Okay. So it's not necessarily an easy impromptu barricade. I am paranoid as fuck. Because those two men creep me out. Gee. Okay, let's see. And there's a little table in the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is there.
Okay, and the chairs, they're sturdy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is there any light out at the moment?
No, it is all gaslit illuminations now.
Okay. Well, I guess what I do now is I take the chair and put it under the doorknob, the classic way
Okay.
to lock the door with the chair.
Yep.
And put every lock that I can, just put them on.
Okay. Just quickly, because we're probably going to end soon, but there's just something I want to do. Saheta or Christina, give me a listen roll.
If you want to throw it for a change, Saheta.
Okay, what dice am I rolling?
Just the
It's
listen.
skills.
Okay.
There is, let's see, where was the listen? It's like in the middle section, right after there's like the language skills, and then
I see.
yeah,
I
okay.
see it. Yeah. So, how do
Just-
Ooh, well done.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay. Before I resolve that, Epic, give me another spot hidden.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not gonna go too well either. Well, there we go.
Nope, that's actually fine.
In every single game I've ever been on, all my rolls are awful.
Yeah, that's actually
Well,
fine though for what I
Spot
have.
hidden is something usually you don't want to see the slimy monster right next to you.
Yeah. So anyway, Denver Featherstone, just as you put the chair against the door, you notice, strangely, on the floor in front of the door are strange scratches. Would you like to investigate those scratches?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get down and you look at the scratches ever so slightly. And you see that it's not just a few scratches. There are quite a few large trailing scratches all the way to the door frame. And as you see the door frame, you see strange little large half moon shapes on the actual wood. And as you look closer, you notice they're fingernails.
As if someone was trying hard not to get dragged out of the room.
Possibly. And
Ooh.
Octavia and Edith, as you are walking gently around the lake, you can hear in the distance something odd. You hear ringing out. So it's not a human sound. Something is moaning, gurgling, perhaps. Something you've never really quite heard before, and it's getting closer. And I think that's where we're going to end it this evening.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that was a perfect way to end it, I think.
Saheta is like, okay, this is the point. We get the fuck out of here.
So yeah.
Just nope. Yeah, nope. Fucking bubbling sounds around the lake. Oh, no.
Yes, indeed, Jasper. So yeah, that's the end of the game this evening. I hope it went well. Let me just switch back.
Yeah.
I'll put my webcam on, but we'll continue to chat with the rest of the people involved. I hope everyone who has been participating and everyone who's watched it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jasper. I truly am. How are the players? How are you feeling? I know 3 of the players didn't get to do much because Epic fucked around. It's fine. But yeah.
You were investigating too much.
So yeah.
No, it was fine. The starting took a little too long for my taste since it was like 40 minutes.
Yes.
That we just basically because don't want to commenting or disturbing the game, just like waiting for my turn.
I apologize for that. It was not planned.
Yeah, but it is always the problem with like a solo section in any RPG. But otherwise, it was interesting to listen, and it got a lot more fun when Carl started to being at Watts.
Yeah. Is Carl doing okay? Are you doing okay there?
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Obviously, it's just the start. Obviously, things are going to ramp up next time if people want to do another one. Bear in mind that Call of Cthulhu is not about guns, blood, shock value. It's all about the build-up. So, obviously, this first section was never going to be bombastic. So you have to bear with it. It's just the way it goes, sadly.
I can't fish with dynamite.
Maybe. Anyway, but as long as the players enjoyed what they did, I know, again, technical issues and all that, but at least we got it in the end. And obviously, the next session will be far more involved with everyone. Let's count this as kind of session 0, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's like everything went actually pretty well. Like, I don't understand why, but for Saheta, the phone Discord works perfectly. I mean, there was no disturbance whatsoever after.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, but I suggest Saheta plug in your headset into the phone and just use it from the start next time.
I guess we'll just do that next time.
Yeah.
I'm not chancing it next time. No, it threw me off a little bit when we started, but then I remembered I got back into character again a bit. But yeah, this is my first time ever playing a game like this, and it's I'm really looking forward to seeing how it ramps up.
Yes. Was it an enjoyable first time?
Yes, very.
Jasper says everyone did well and points to Cal for the great alternative accent. Yes. It went a lot better than I thought it would, because I'm not very well versed in all this stuff. But I'm glad people enjoyed it. And yeah, if you want me to do this again, I can, because it's really enjoyable. And who knows, it might become a larger campaign. But I always thought this was going to be at least 2 sessions, and then we'll go from there, you know?
I'll
Okay.
definitely be up for doing that again.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Absolutely.
Excellent. Cool. Great. Okay.
This was my first ever live stream game, so
Cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also kind of nervous before this, but it all went out in the window.
Yes.
Out through the window after got into the game.
Yes.
And Sahitsa, for your first game, I think you did actually pretty well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I mean it.
Everyone
you.
went well. It was great. And can I just say, I think that ending was masterful on my part, but that's just me. That's just me.
All glory to the keeper. We thank you.
So anyway, I'm gonna end the Discord call, and we're gonna do a little bit chat at the end of stream, if that's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
thank you all to the gamers, and I will talk to you once the stream is over.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, stream people, I am here. If there is anything you wish to talk about and discuss, please do. I'd appreciate that. And yeah. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Jin Pan Feather. Also, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. We'll have a bit of creepy music. Sound it well. But yes, obviously, it always seems to be the case with Call of Cthulhu that the beginning is always slow, because it's not just a case of giving the players exactly what they need. It's about getting all the players together, because a lot of that stuff I had to make up, because the one shot assumes that everyone is investigating it, which kind of makes more sense, but I don't like that, because it kind of pigeonholes the players into picking a specific role. They have to pick something that is investigator appropriate rather than something they'd actually want to play. And I preferred the way I did it. Yes, it was a bit slow, kind of Epic's fault, but it's mostly my fault, because I should direct better. Yes. But yeah, anyway, but we've gotten that bit out of the way, and as you heard, the beginning of next episode should be quite an experience. So yeah. I always find it funny. People are going to start noticing this. I shouldn't mention this, but what I tend to do with my Call of Cthulhu games, there's a little bit of a secret there if you're ever going to play a Call of Cthulhu game with me, is that I give everyone a choice. When you create your character, you can pick one melee weapon and one a firearm. And it's like, great, I can pick anything? Yes, you can. And then I always find a way to take that away from them at the start, because that's just the way the game should be. I had to do it, I'm afraid. I had to do it. So that's something you'll notice. If I ever run another game, it'll more than likely happen again. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pyramid Head. And yes, obviously, if this is popular or whatever, if people enjoy it, then I would love to do more of it. And, you know, players in and out and all that stuff. It's good stuff. So, yeah, watch this space. I did, yes. At least this way there is a way of them getting their weapons back. Maybe. Who knows? We shall see. But, yeah, crashing the ferry, that stuff was pretty much gone. But, yeah. Because you have to earn it, I find. I'll let you enjoy the prospect of having weapons, but you have to earn the respect to bring them back. What's that thing? What there's? That's the beast. That's the beast from Mandy. If you've ever seen Mandy, that is the axe that Nicolas Cage's character forges in the film. It is a prized possession. I do enjoy it, and it's a nice sort of wall hanger. Watch my review of Mandy. It'll tell you everything you need to know. I'm not even sure you could hotwire it. I don't really know how 1920s buses work. They might just use a hammer. You should watch it, Jinpan. It is one of my favourite films of all time. I love the idea of Cal just playing the entire adventure in his long johns now. That's it. You just got long johns and a farmer's hat, and that's it. That would just be brilliant. It would go down in infamy, sir. You should do it just to make the legend true. Oh, it's so good. Call of Cthulhu can be set in any period, but traditionally it's set in the 1920s, circa. This game particularly is set in the 1920s, but you can do a modern setting. There is World War II, World War I settings. There's a whole host of different types. But traditionally, the absolute traditional Call of Cthulhu is 1920s. Yes, I suggest. I think Cal will be the. He'll be the ICBM of the group. Whatever he's targeted at, he will destroy. I just get the feeling. Yeah, you can do a future setting. I'm pretty sure there are a few settings that are set on like spaceships and stuff. I mean, Alien, ostensibly, is kind of a Lovecraft thing. In a way, you could argue that Alien is in some ways future Lovecraft, although debatable. I personally wouldn't, but you could argue that. Event Horizon could be considered Cthulhu in the future. Things like that. Especially Event Horizon because it deals with sanity. So yeah, I would say Event Horizon more than Alien could be considered a future setting of Call of Cthulhu. You've just given me an idea for a future game. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go then. There you go. Bang on, I'd say. And I can certainly see that. Yeah, Event Horizon's great. It's a shame about the director being a hack. Event Horizon proves that Paul W.S. Anderson can make good films. At least films that I would consider good. But he doesn't. He makes shite. I don't think it needs a remake. Gotta be honest. You know what I would love? I would love a sequel. Bring back, right? Is it Kathleen Quinlan? I think it's Kathleen Quinlan. Kathleen Quinlan. Bring her back. Bring back. I forget the other two. Jack Noseworthy. Bring him back. And the other guy who I've forgotten his name, which is bad because he's the only black guy. I'm not trying to be controversial. I've just forgotten his name. Damn it. Cooper. He plays Cooper. I like Cooper because he's the classic sassy black character, but he makes up for it for actually being pretty good. Oh, sorry, that was it. Kathleen Quinlan's a different character. Sorry, Kathleen Quinlan's the medic. Yes, Jolie Richardson is the one I was thinking of. She's the one that survives. So yeah, bring back Jolie Richardson. Make a sequel. Make a sequel and literally put it, however many years it's been since Event Horizon, bring it back. Seriously, bring it back. The back end of the ship just went into the thing. Bring it back, and you know what? Bring back fucking Lawrence Fishburne. Do it. It would be brilliant. I swear to God, it would be brilliant. No. There's no actor from Color Out of Space who was in. Oh no! Wait, no, you are right. I'm completely blanking. Why do I keep blanking on that actress? Yes, Jolie Richardson is in both. Yes. What is with me? I keep blanking on that actress. That's so fucking weird. And yeah, why fucking not? Bring back Sam Neill again. I would love to have an Event Horizon sequel. I think that could work. Especially if you actually set it many years later. It would explain why everyone's a lot older. Bring back Jack Noseworthy, who's like kind of fucked up and scarred from all the shit that he went through. I think that would be really cool. I think that would work. Genuinely. But I'm speaking as someone who absolutely fucking loves the original. It was a great cast. I mean, it has fucking Jason Isaacs as well, for God's sake. He was in the original. Just an amazing cast. And what's great about it is that the cast was, like, not typical. Like, they had Sam Neill, but they made him go fucking mental and tear out his own eyes. You know? You don't do that with Sam Neill. You know? Sam Neill is the guy who survives, and he's, you know, contentedly watching out the window of the helicopter as it flies away, you know, Jurassic Park style. He's not the guy who goes fucking mental and tries to kill everyone and then comes back with fucking sigils carved all over his naked body. You know? That's more of a Jason Isaacs character. I don't really... Would you say that Soldier is what made him go mad? I would love to be able to pinpoint. That's a good point, Jinpan. Yes, you could actually bring back pretty much everyone in some form of vision, which would be kind of cool. It would just be a massive love letter to the original and a sequel. What's wrong with that? Because I think it's a cult fucking classic and we should remember it. Maybe he was lucky, but he did have a few good ones. I mean, I even like the original Mortal Kombat. And I don't even like Mortal Kombat. Huh. Because, yeah, I'm familiar with the whole Constantine film thing. I didn't know it was then. Interesting. This bears more research. Maybe, Cal. Maybe it is a case of, you know, infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters kind of situation, but I don't know. Strange. Anyway, that was a nice sort of cool down. Yeah, thank you all for watching and indulging my Call of Cthulhu and everyone playing. Thank you so much. It was a great session. Yeah, I think that went really well. Again, I apologise for it taking a while to get some people into it. But I say let's do this again next week. If everybody's okay, we'll do it again next week. If not, we can think of a different one. I'm glad people in the chat enjoyed it. I'm glad it worked. There was a bit of technical issues halfway through, but we got through it. No problems. I'm glad people had fun. Maybe, Cal. Maybe. Him and his long johns will save the day. Make a sanity roll whenever you see him in his long johns. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. I will be back tomorrow with probably Pathologic 2. Something a bit cheerier. Yeah, something to cheer ourselves up with. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Pathologic 2. And that's it, really. Thank you all. Take care, everyone. Have a good day or good night, whatever it might be where you are. Stay safe. And once again, thank you so much for watching along. This has been a great experiment. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Good night.